All right, all right. Let's move this over here. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's see who's here. Angela, Rage, Anna, Cozy Homemaker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where are my... Oh, here they are. The little headphones that could. Hi, Ashley. My conch piercing is going through it, y'all. It's going through it. But we shall persevere. I am... If there's one thing I am, it's not a quitter. So... if it comes down to it, I will literally take antibiotics to keep this piercing in because I will not do this again. No way. Hi, I see Ashley, I see Megan, I see Satan. I just love seeing that. Thank you for subscribing, Satan. I need more Satans in my life. Hi, Mike, Michelle, DJ, Rutabega's here, Jamie's here. Yay, Goon's in the house. Teresa's here. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see y'all. I just woke up from a delightful nap with Mal, a couch nap, much needed. I don't know if I've forgiven him because at one point this evening or last night, I woke up and I was very, very hot. I was like, why am I so hot? And it was because Mal was trying to suffocate me. So I don't know that I forgive him yet for that, but you know, how can I be that mad? He was trying to share a pillow with me. Rutabega's over on Twitch. The way that like the lighting and stuff looks way different on PC monitors compared to how I look on the Mac Studio, the Apple Studio display. Oh Lord, it's concerning. It's concerning. I see Chase. I see Liz. Jasmine's here. I don't know if I said that already. I see Chris. Welcome everyone. Somali just came through. Make sure we are bopping the screen, sharing the live. If you are just vibing and aren't really, like if you're going to take, like Jasmine said, you're going to take a couch nap or something, consider going over on YouTube. We do need the watch hours over there. So if you don't plan on participating as much in the chat, then like that's a great way to still watch the live. If you have multiple devices, you know, you can also do that. Mm-hmm. Let me go check on the tubers. Got no one over on YouTube today. I know, I've been kind of neglecting y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're good. Listen, we all dozed off. I woke up. Oh, also, I woke up by myself. Nobody kicked me from BC. No one kicked me. I woke up alone, afraid and alone. We have added Parker's bedtime stories to the Discord, so hopefully that'll be a thing. I do like that Mike says it was a reading, but is it a reading if it was from memory? I don't know. But it was so great. It was so great. But next time, someone kick me. Someone take me out of there so I'm not by myself. I don't want to wake up alone. I did wake up at some point and I saw that people were still in there, so I was like, okay. Also, I don't want to say this because I fear I won't be able to take this back. I think I like this one more than the original. I think what was really stopping me from saying that is because I don't want this to be another pomegranate situation, winter edition. What was it? I don't know, 2021 or 2022. I cannot get attached to something that will disappear. But here I am. And it's because it reminds me so much of the pomegranate one. I think that's why. And it's so cute. Like, look at it with my hair. It's so cute. You thought it was going to be something serious? You guys, you know that I'm not serious when it's serious, and I'm serious when it's not serious. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's see. Yeah, the can being pink, yeah. The Red Sox are winning. Cool, cool, cool. We love that. I don't get too like, okay. It's too early, y'all, in baseball season to be having hope. If let's talk after the All-Star game. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we are with that. You have 2 4-packs of Sea Blue Red Bulls just staring at you. Yeah. Good afternoon. I see Jess now. Microfloof. Richie just came in. Let's look at the list. We got Amy here. Trisha, Mallory, Mike, Kristen, Chase, Rutabaga, Liz, G Snook, Satan, Courtney, Ashley, Microfloof, Justmoni, Drea, Lovely Doodle, Junior Jean, Angela, Jess, Fave Op, Michelle, Ariel, Linny, Rage, lost my place. Anna, Megan, DG, Cynical, Chris, Maverick, B Money, Mart, Melanie, Real, Lizard Queen, JQ, Tank Top, Sushi, JD, Jimmy Jam, Jay, Big Bear Aaron, Kellogg's, Soul, Richie, Cheap Fox, Abby, oh my god, I can't. Unkeezy, Antoine, and Jade. I tried to say it as fast as I could, but the list kept like populating. How is everybody doing? It's Sunday, y'all. I feel like I didn't even have a weekend because after jury duty, I needed like, they should give you required PTO after jury duty. Hi, John. Abby, you're 21 today? Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Abby. If you participate in beverages, be safe. Be very safe. If you don't participate in beverages, be safe anyway. Have fun doing whatever you want to do on your 21st. It's your nap day, but you haven't napped. That's okay. There's still time. It's only 3:30 on my coast. I see Joy over on Twitch. Welcome, Joy. Let's see who's over on YouTube. Yay, we got DJ Hads, we got Black Sparrow, we got Joy, Jasmine, Lovely Doodles. Thank you so much. Jasmine, I don't think we can reply to someone, which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying on YouTube. But the thing that YouTube won't ever do to us is pretend like it's going to disappear every 75 days. That's one thing that we can depend on YouTube and Twitch. They're reliable. You started meal prepping for a week? That's awesome. That's so good. I haven't gotten there yet because I need to, which I mentioned on the VC last night, I need to clean my fridge out. Didn't do it today. I'm going to confess something. Y'all. Well, since we don't have ops, I'm going to confess something ridiculous. Thank you guys for the little TikTok balloons. I don't hear any sound effects, so if I missed your balloon, I'm really sorry, but I see them coming here and there. And also, everyone that's sending a heartbeat, make sure you're clicking up top and hitting the claim right next to it after you've done it. That's how you're going to get the full points. You also get points for commenting once per day in a live, so make sure you're claiming those points. Even if you can't afford to send a heartbeat, like make sure you're claiming those points because that's what helps boost us in the algo. Hi, Hedonistic, how are you? JJ's here, Midnight Persona. Yeah, get your claim. Make sure you're claiming the points that they've given you. Or if you send a gift, that's another way that you can claim more points. So just make sure at some point in the live you're checking to make sure that you did all those things. There's like the free ones and the not free ones. Okay, so I'm gonna confess something. Okay. I don't know what it is about my brain. It's got to be something with the neurodivergent thing. Cleaning, like gross. Oh, I don't know where that Elvis is supposed to be. It's a little low. My head's over here. Thank you so much, Ashley. There's something about like gross food stuff. Like I've worked at a vet's office in high school and like, here and there after that. I've worked in science labs. I foster kittens. I've dealt with some really, really like disgusting stuff. I've cleaned some really disgusting stuff. And I kind of just get through it. But when it comes to like food, I don't know what it is. Like cleaning my fridge out is a bigger barrier than cleaning anything else. And I don't know if that's probably not normal. That's probably not normal, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the smells or the idea that like that it's like even though I'm not gonna eat it, like it's still like food stuff. I don't know, y'all. But like at least like if I'm cleaning up like dog poop, like it's dog poop. Like it's trash, like put gloves on or whatever. Like but like when stuff spills on the and then it gets sticky and like I don't know. I don't know what it does to me. Yeah, the smells of all the food and I don't know.
Do you have a very sensitive nose?
Um, I mean, I think I do. I have more sensitive like hearing and stuff like that, but I do have a sensitive nose. But it's just more of like the like I can put gloves on and it still freaks me out. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not normal. I
Oh,
know it's not normal at all.
oh no, I have a really sensitive nose. So, am
Hmm.
I echoing for anybody else?
We did figure out, which I haven't been able to fix yet, with the new like setup that I have, that if you join on TikTok, there's sometimes it's an echo. I still have to figure out why it is. But if you join on the Discord, you wouldn't have the echo.
Okay, I'm gonna join on Discord.
I'll make you an what did I call it, a referee or a bouncer,
Okay.
just jump in there and I'll do that now.
Okay.
I really do have to figure that out. Let me get in VC over there. This is so fun. You think so, Drea? I hope so. I didn't want to write out the whole word because we have to we got to tiptoe. All right, I see. Hold on. Ren, don't even bother answering the questions. I don't know if you can still hear me. Hello?
Yeah.
There we go. Uh,
Okay.
so I just have to figure out. Okay, so now you are an admin,
Okay.
so you won't be booted at the end of this. So anytime that you are around and able to help or participate or whatever, all we're doing is
Mhm.
when people come in, like obviously we look at the information, and then we can
Mhm.
once we're ready to add them to the conversation, we would give them the Tussler tag, and then they'll be able to see the VC and join. And then we remove the tag once they're done with the conversation. So we tested this out yesterday. The only bug that we figured out was the TikTok users can hear, like the guests on TikTok can hear the people in Discord and vice versa, which is great. Twitch can hear, YouTube can hear. I just have to figure out what's the double, oh, what the volume thing is, like the echo,
Mhm.
and it's just with the TikTok guests. So I think it's got to be something with TikTok Studio. There's got to be some double
Yeah.
thing going on.
I think so. Um. I also think this seems a little bit more conducive than like a call-in number almost. It just seems, I don't know, this seems pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm actually surprised that it kind of worked. But I think it'd be nice. And then it's separate from, our Discord, so we don't have to have ops coming in to our Discord. YouTube people, Twitch
Mhm.
people can all get involved. This was kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
think
my,
this is what.
yeah, this was my plan
Mhm.
before the TikTok ban or whatever. Now we don't know what's happening, but I would love to have more Twitch and YouTube people participate. We had someone from Twitch join us yesterday. So that was, or no, I'm sorry. I keep saying yesterday, y'all, but it was the day before. My apologies. Yesterday we were just on my phone, so.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I think this is actually a pretty awesome option.
Thank you. I do got to figure out the whole echo thing, but if someone was if you wanted to do this for just Twitch and YouTube and not be using TikTok, you
Mhm.
could you could probably do it in an easier way than I'm doing it right now, cuz I had to buy equipment and cords, and there was a bunch of things that I had to connect and stuff to get the sound to go from back and forth on the different apps. But I think you could just a simpler way would. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it if you do want to do it. We'll talk about it. Alina's not smart.
Yeah, we'll talk
Alina
about it.
Alina had a dream and then reached out to somebody on a whim. I will say I offered to pay him multiple times and he did not take my offer. So and he doesn't want credit. He's not ever usually in here. He'll pop in once in a while, but Dicky.
Good.
Hi, fellow youth. But yeah,
Oh,
if you are a friendly and at some point you want to participate in the conversation, you can join on there. But per usual, obviously, people like Ren are going to get first dibs. But if there gets to a point where we're like, hey, let's just let friendlies up, then feel free to join, whatever. But obviously, don't take it personally when you get kicked from the Discord, because everyone's getting kicked every single time. So wait, because
Yeah, like
like we're not hanging out there. Like even the admins, we're not hanging out there.
basically. Like I probably during my work hour, I could probably hang out in the Discord and kind of just listen in to things and stuff because I have a little bit more flexibility of jumping in and out of Discord. It's easier to jump in and out of here than it is to jump in and out of TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just to like help, like, because in there we have the bouncers, which are people that have being able to give tags and boot people from the Discord and things like that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
can do that
and then
without
the
even listening.
referees are people that
Hmm.
can help facilitate the conversation, mute people like in the VC and things like that. But yeah, even just helping move along the conversation by like adding people the tag and taking it away, like yeah, that
Hmm.
would be helpful. But I
Yeah,
mean,
because I can
we
do
haven't had like
that.
a wave of people. It hasn't been like
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's something I can do while working because I don't need to even be able to listen to do that. I just need to be able to answer questions. And, I mean, answer the tickets.
Yeah, because
So
also like we have the the bouncers chat, so I could even
hmm
message there saying we're ready for another guest, and you could
yeah,
just pop someone in.
and then I could pop somebody in and not even have to be listening. So while I'm doing work stuff, so
Yeah, and you can even just say, look, I can't listen in right now, so I'm just here, like, and then I can just respond to you. I think it'd be really cool. It's going to take a little while for people to understand, and we can probably
hmm
even try. I'm trying to think how we could do this through the phone because I know that brings more traction to try to just get people used to it. But I know U.S. Marine is like screaming in the chat. U.S. Marine is very upset with me. Did
he's
you know that?
always upset. What's new?
Oh no, he's gotten very, very upset with me because ever since the time after jury duty when I was sitting in the parking garage and I told him that I was saying that you're welcome for me paying for his pension and his health care. And honestly, his entire salary basically while he was in the military, he did not like that. And then also when I told him he paid $3,000 or $3,500 for a deformed dog, he didn't like that either. So that's
Oh, I
really
was there when you were talking about the dog. That was funny.
yeah.
That amused me. But how are you feeling today, though?
I'm good. I'm not ready to go back to work tomorrow. Honestly, I really could have used more time after jury duty. Like it would have been nice to have like some days off because that is true as
That was
Jasmine. He is
heavy.
technically our dog because we paid for it with his pension.
That's true. But honestly, no. We just gave him the money. I'm not claiming the fact that I
Yeah,
bought a deformed dog.
that's true.
No.
I wouldn't have made that decision.
Yeah, I would have chosen different. I would have chose better. And the only thing that stinks about this Discord thing,
What?
I can't see the TikTok chat. So,
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way. Probably
there
like
is.
I'd have to have a device to screen share.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Or add your alt into the Discord. Well, no, that wouldn't work. There's a way.
Listen, once if it starts really getting going, we can make those
Mhm.
adjustments for sure. That's easy stuff. Like
Yeah.
once we have it, like there's 20 people in there. Well, that might be too much. But
Yeah.
did you see this albino mug?
I did see the albino bug yesterday.
What a time to be alive. I
uh,
love that my camera just does whatever it wants. Whoop. There we go.
I like that bottom prompt
Mm,
that you added in. I like that.
yeah. I hope people know what
I
AB
think
stands for. I just didn't want to write out the whole word because we already have a hard enough time getting on the FYP.
yeah, I think TikTok Studio is just really bad about getting people in the FYP anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we had a pretty good rhythm for a while, but jury duty really messed it up. So that's why I'm trying to still like be consistent and be on here in my usual time because hi TikTok, I did not forget. Ooh, someone on
Well,
Twitch said, um, Goldie Earth on Twitch said communism equals oligarchy.
how did they make that leap?
Those are two words. Yes, they are two words. Those are definitely two words.
I, mm, they're two words, but they're not synonyms. Like, in the words that I always say, apples and soccer balls, they both round, but they're not the same thing. They're not even in the same family. But mm, Twitch and YouTube, they know they really have no problem talking a whole bunch of trash in the comments. At least people on TikTok got some testicular fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
People on Twitch and YouTube, now you have the option to join in.
Mm-hmm.
So come on down.
Yep. The price is right. They won't though. Yesterday we got a whole bunch of people because Pika came up and asked a question about prison abolition, and
Yes.
someone was like, "I bet this girl thinks that uh, robbing Walgreens is a victimless crime." I was like, "It is."
I mean, who's the victim? The corporation? I mean, considering
Peop-
corporations obtain all manners of tax benefits, essentially, I am just reclaiming what they've already taken from me.
Ooh, I know I said this last time I
Mhm.
did this, but I want to make it super clear when a man copies me. This whole thing was my idea, and when you see a man trying to do this, you make sure that everybody knows that this whole thing was my idea. Y'all, give me my give me my credit and my props. Like, look at this. Look at the freaking URL. Join the convo.live. Like, easy to remember. Tells you what you're doing. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it. But you know a man's going to try to steal it. So let's all make sure
I,
that we.
I did. I've seen one other person use Discord in this way. Only one person.
Yeah, but I guarantee that they're not. They're not doing what
They're
I'm
not
doing.
use. It's not.
Uh,
Not
uh.
exactly the way you're doing it,
Cause
but
this
it
shit
is.
like I could have like because the way that I was gonna think to do it was never like this, and there would have been an echo on every single like angle. And I don't think that the TikTok users would have been able to hear the Discord users. It would have been just you had to be on Discord. Unless it's like
Yeah.
someone that's like an audio professional, then maybe they did figure it out. But
I think they know an audio professional,
mm.
so that helped them get it situated. So, but this was back in January before when TikTok was going down.
Okay, well I'm still taking credit because I had never
No,
seen
no,
that.
no.
So
Yours is still. Hold on, yours is still different. It's still different. You and this other person are utilizing Discord, but they're different. It's still very different because they were using the stage, and you're not using a stage. You're just using the voice chat.
oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Thank you everyone for
Mm-hmm.
sending the heart me's. Make sure you guys are when you're doing the heart me, go back up top and make sure you're clicking claim next to the different little things that you have to do because if not, you don't get the full points. Ooh, I did want to show y'all something. Let me see if I can show it without doxing the people. It's gonna be really hard to see if we were doing OBS and stuff on a Mac, I could airdrop this. But because PC is inferior,
It is not. It is not inferior.
tell me how to airdrop them.
I don't know. There's a way to do it. I just don't know.
Y'all see that? That
No,
is
there is a way to do it. Because here's the thing. Okay, so when I'm doing my lives and I have my camera on and stuff, my phone is literally connected. I am controlling my cell phone with my PC.
okay. So the photo you guys are
So
seeing,
it
this is under dining table. So like, it looks like it's on the floor, but that's like the chairs being tucked in. So Croqueta is right here, and this is her like sibling over there, and his favorite chair. That's his chair. They're taking a nap under the dining table. They love her.
hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get in to see this picture.
I can actually I can just drop it in the chat in Discord. Hold on. But she said, we are
Okay.
so happy she's a part of our family now, and her and Simba are making great progress. This is them taking a nap together under the table this morning. We love it.
Oh, she needed the right home. She couldn't just go anywhere. She had to go to the right place.
I'm just so happy. All right, so I just dropped it so you can see it.
Oh,
We did a good thing, y'all. What's wild is that I met Croqueta and Meaty Boy before I met so many of you. Because
yeah.
I brought them home in September. So like I had more time with them than I've had with a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all weren't even there the first day when we just decided to just bring her home, thinking we were gonna get her adopted real quick. But I
How's Meaty Boy doing?
seems he's doing fine. The rescue, they don't like to really like bother people that much, so they kind of have like a timeline, and it's a good thing that they're the ones doing it because if it was me, I love the
You've been
dramatic zoom out that just happened with my stupid camera. If it was me, I would be like just randomly just messaging them, "How's she doing?"
Yeah.
So it's a good thing I don't have contact with them. Because every 5 seconds I'd be like, "Don't forget that he likes this and he likes that, and he doesn't like his little feet to be touched." Whatever. Oh, Andrea says, "I love mom more than myself." I feel that.
I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna do am I gonna go live tomorrow or not? I think I might.
Monday's a really good time, like really good day to start. Have you created a schedule yet? Have you like laid it out? I love that
No,
I keep like
that's
looking at the screen, like if you can see me.
yeah, I can't see you
I
out.
know.
Um, I don't know. I just planning things out is difficult for me because I have executive dysfunction,
Mm-hmm.
so I struggle. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell all however many people in here. I struggle with a lot of stuff, y'all. I know I probably seem a lot more capable than I am, but I be in here struggling. Um, so yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll read you some of the comments. Jaya says, "You're not alone, Ren." Moon Noodle says, "Sames." Sushi said, "Don't we all?" Kiki said, "I love women."
I don't know, because I was really thinking about Music Mondays, but I don't know if I want to do that every Monday.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like I want to do that maybe one Monday a month, and then be able to compile um, a group of information.
Well,
Does that make sense?
no, it does. Like, listen, I love a good theme. I love a good theme. But when I was doing the morning manifesto thing with Jovan, like he tried to do it, but people just want to talk about whatever they want to talk about, and like I don't know if you're gonna like if you're gonna have guests, then that like, guests kind of like mess with stuff. But if you're not gonna have guests, then you can keep on track if you want to keep on track, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can call it mostly music Monday.
That's actually not a bad idea. Mostly Music
Like
Monday.
do it in like little
And
a small text like parentheses like mostly,
yeah. Yeah.
and have it like look so it like reads like immediately you would read Music Monday, but then you see like the small mostly.
Or no. Or put Music Monday, put an asterisk in the top of it, and then underneath the
Yeah,
bottom put the
mostly.
asterisk and then mostly.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Because I do want to talk about music because there are a lot of, especially on TikTok, there are a lot of like really talented artists that I would love to um,
Showcase.
highlight and draw attention to, and even as we go on, and if this picks up, be able to even have them come up and have a conversation about them, have a conversation and talk to them about what inspires them. Um, yeah,
Just
I think
we
that,
got to keep in mind if you do stream to YouTube, if you're gonna do any sort of music clips, like very very short samples, because
okay.
that
So I have
YouTube
a question
copywriting thing
about that though.
is real strict.
But I have a question about that.
Hmm.
So how do people make all these lyric videos and they don't get taken down?
They may not be monetizing. It's the
Oh.
monetizing that's the problem. So you can do it and not be monetized, but and then also it does limit your audience. So like if there is copyrighted stuff, like you'll get a message saying like your video is no longer playing in blah blah blah.
So will that video not be monetized, or will your whole channel not be
The
monetized?
video will lose monetization, but at any point, if you get copyright strikes, like if the company or like the artist, whatever their record label wants to come at you
Mm.
for copyright, like then you'll get a strike. I don't know if it's changed that much from when I used to do videos, but like it's very sensitive. Like when I accidentally leave my stream going and it moves into another live that's like people dancing or whatever, like I'll get the email saying like my stream is like no longer going to be showed on such and such due to copyright information or whatever. But it's
Mm.
fine. Like you can still do clips. You just do little samples, and then you make sure you're talking about like a music, whatever, because then it could potentially fall under fair use.
Okay. Okay. Because I want.
Also, too, if they're unsigned artists, they could potentially you would have to like look up what the specific documentation that they would need to sign to you to give you like rights to use it for that particular project. But keep in mind if they do get signed someday, that basically kind of like it negates it only because like you don't have the money to fight it. you know.
Well, I think it would. I think it would be okay as long as I'm not constantly using the music. I would assume. And let's be real, I wouldn't. I don't care either way.
Okay.
If at the end of the day, a record label decides to come in and do what corporations do because um, capitalism is a bedfellow with Satan. Um,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, just be careful. Only because I've seen people lose their entire like YouTube account because like in one swoop they get boom, 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 targeted multiple copyright strikes from like different videos at the same time because like a record label will just come in and just. So I mean, once you are monetized like on your account, like just try and protect it as much as you can.
Yeah.
That's why y'all. That's why YouTube's been around for so long, because they really play by the rules. Who is this Jameson person?
Because
Why is
I
he
was
talking to
thinking about
himself?
doing. So wait a minute. Would watching a movie or a TV show on stream, would that be considered if you're watching it on Hulu or something?
Hmm.
Would that still be considered a copyright infringement?
Oh yeah, TikTok won't even allow that. TikTok will take it down. Hmm.
I've seen people watching movies on stream before though.
Yeah, and usually, like once they realize it, they'll get it taken down. Or it could be people that don't have monetization yet if they're not part of the creator program.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Like for example, RTP, like he doesn't even play movies. He's playing clips from articles and things like that, and even just those clips, like he'll get the flag that says like we're limiting your view or whatever because of unoriginal content, and then he'll end up like getting a strike, and usually like it'll or he'll get a banana, and
Okay.
usually it'll get like he'll be able to fight it, but it still gives him a strike.
Yes. What's what's the benefit of having all of this technology and stuff if we can't share it?
What do you mean, Ren? It's for the capitalists to profit off of.
That's true. But capitalism
That's
is,
why we can't share it.
but I don't know. I guess I'm just weird.
No, you're not.
I just don't understand it. I don't,
Thank you, Lily, for
I'm not
subscribing.
really, yeah, I'm just not a fan of most of this shit anymore. Like, I'm not a fan of anything anymore if you really want the truth. But I don't know.
I think one
It's
thing that
just,
you could do is you could potentially, like, if you wanted to do some kind of like talking about like a movie or series or something like that, you could talk about it, um, maybe set it up, and then you bring people into Discord to watch it. You could do that.
that's not a bad idea at all.
Hmm.
And maybe set up a Discord kind of like this one that we're in right now, where just anybody could kind of join it and
Hmm.
not have it be like a subscriber type thing. So anybody could join to watch.
Hmm.
That's not a bad idea.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't think about that because I really wanted to host a rewatch of Bones,
Oof, I'm down for that.
and like each episode, watch an episode and then discuss it and discuss how it was when I first watched it as compared to who I am now, and see what things do I see that are different.
I am so down for that, especially like after this past couple weeks. Like when I tell y'all, like, um, what is what are the what does he call the scientists? What is Healy
The
called?
squints, like
Squints, yes.
neurons, they call them the squints.
The squints
Yeah.
were squinting in this trial. They brought the ballistics person, the Hodgins. They brought
Mm-hmm.
y'all. It was pretty fascinating to learn how they like pull fingerprints off of things, how they pull DNA from things. Like they really broke it down. How projectiles work.
Oh wow. I
Yeah,
mean that part, even though it was for such a terrible reason, that seems pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, there were a few times where I had to be like, this is an actual like this is a real case. Like this is not. We're not watching a TV show. Like because you kind of get lost in
It's,
that, and you're so used to
this
watching these
not
true crime shows
CSI.
that like,
This ain't CSI Miami or the first 48 or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Even though I watched this episode of the first 48, it was the saddest episode I had ever seen.
I've never seen that one.
Um,
Never seen that show.
it's basically a reality show about unalivings
Mm-hmm.
and the police trying to find the people because within the first 48 hours, if they don't usually find a suspect or something, the thought process is the chances of solving the crime goes down. Um, so it was this one episode. It was just real sad. I ain't gonna talk about what happened, but it was so sad. And the person ended up confessing, but the person that confessed to their mother first.
Mm.
They said, "I'll tell y'all anything you want to know, but I'm gonna tell my mother first."
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that show.
Yeah, it was a, and the place where that story happened, I was living there when it happened. I was living in that city, and it was heartbreaking. But
Ooh, Courtney on. Hey, emo kid.
huh?
My husband's. He just woke up from a nap and his hair swooped. It was, that was funny. Um, Courtney on TikTok said there's a 48-hour episode about a girl I went to school with. Tragic story.
Yeah.
LLVBB says, don't go to the US then. Too late, bud.
Don't go to the, don't go to the U.S. for what? What are
Because
you talking about?
the background says USA doesn't like women.
Sir, you're a day late and a dollar short.
We're so deep in here.
But I don't understand why like men struggle so much with the idea that the USA as a whole doesn't like women. Like I don't understand why that is even a controversial topic. Um, like even after having that conversation with Havoc yesterday.
I know. I was about to say, like,
Um,
weren't you here yesterday? Like, we had that conversation, and he understood, but then he still like didn't want to do anything about it.
of course not though. Because here's the thing, if they do something about it, then they lose their patriarchal privilege. And recognizing something is wrong and wanting to lose the privileges that's associated with the thing that's wrong are two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
So Um,
So you think you might start tomorrow or Tuesday? Or?
uh, if this microphone comes, I'll start tomorrow, but it most likely will probably be Tuesday because I don't have anything squared away for Music Monday. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start with Reddit stories for right now while I flesh out the themes, just to at least start getting myself on the FYP.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I feel like there's so many things on Reddit that you could just.
yeah, and honestly, I could read stories on Reddit about my themes too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure like there's Reddit stories about like meeting their favorite musician or like a terrible story about meeting a musician. You can read those for Music Monday when you don't have stuff.
Yep. But yeah, that's what I think that's probably a good idea, just to kind of get moved into to the different things. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Listen, I'm here. I have so many ideas. Don't ask me to accomplish anything though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hear my husband talking to the foster cats.
What is he saying to her?
He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey." I can't believe that not a single person is brave enough to request.
Are they in the comments yapping?
Of course they are.
I don't understand. If you believe that ABs are your business, if you believe that you are dateable and you're a MAGA, or if you believe that the USA does like women, why wouldn't you want to come up and actually discuss why you believe that everything that she said on there is bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there comes a point where folks always want to holler about how we need to be able to talk to each other, but y'all can't even come up and state your position without being scared chicken shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop being scary.
Yep.
They always say the left is snowflakes. Yeah, right. It's the right that's snowflakes. It's men that are snowflakes.
He says he wants to top in the comments. You know what that means.
Uh, that means that anybody that's in there
He's already
do the
muted.
thing.
Yeah, he's already muted.
Yep. Either you come up and talk up here or you go talk somewhere else or you move around.
I love when you say that. Move around. It's delightful.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Oh, anyone that's wondering, Speed Bump is still alive. When I asked how he was doing, they said alive.
Who?
Speed Bump.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were here when we talked about it. You might not have been. Maybe it was the day
I was
before.
not.
I don't know. Speed Bump is a cat that the rescue intaked, that got hit by a car.
Mm-hmm.
They named him Speed Bump.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
that is
And
unhinged.
that's why I feel comfortable being on the board of this rescue. Because I just know that I can name them just about anything. It's a great story if he makes it.
Shit, it's a great story if you don't make it. It's still a great story no matter what. I mean, shoot. Oh,
Oh, Ren, do you happen to
hi.
know which foster kitten I shook by accident?
I thought it was Amelia.
Okay. I thought about that yesterday or the day before. And I was wondering, was it MySpace?
It might have been MySpace,
I hope it
but I
wasn't.
don't think so. No, I don't think it was MySpace.
Okay. Because then it was shaken kitten syndrome.
Does that exist for real?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so, but
There's got to be a clip
you know,
somewhere
you
of me
probably
accidentally shaking him. Everyone's saying Amelia to make me feel better. Wait,
wait
did
a
you have
minute.
the video? I want to see it.
You might, if you have a soundboard, you might actually be able to run this Discord thing on your phone, though.
I am running out my phone.
No, I mean, if you even if you went live on TikTok
Um,
from your phone. You see what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Probably.
And then that way you could add join the convo.live to your background from your phone too. So that way you could get engagement
Mm-hmm.
because the folks that's coming in now are super de duper scary. Like they're Barney size scary.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason that it'd be so hard for me to go live right after I get off work is because my eyes be hurting so bad. And I be having to get myself situated.
Yeah.
So
I mean, honestly, I can't imagine, like, I can't imagine having to, like, talk to people all day long and then immediately go into it.
yeah, and then like talk to people all day long, immediately go into that. And then that's on top of, and how many people are currently in the live right now?
134.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna share this with all 134 people in here. Um, living with a disability, being in a wheelchair, when you need help to do some of the most basic things is a lot. So when I am trying to live stream, it's not just me choosing to live stream. It is also something that my sister and my daughter have to help me with because there are certain things that my disability don't allow for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. And I want to do it and I'm going to do it. And, luckily my sister and my child, and my brother-in-law and my husband and everybody they're great about everything, but it's a lot. So that's why it is not as simple as me just turning a camera on and going.
Yeah. I mean, I believe it because it's complicated for me. It's complicated as heck for me. So I can only imagine like and having to depend on other people. Like you know how I
Yep.
feel about that.
Yeah. So I mean, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be good at it. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, if I blogged a day in my life video, y'all would probably be like, "You do this every day?" Yes, this is my life every single day.
Oh wow, we got some new followers on Twitch. We have Jan's over on Twitch, and we have someone named The Vaccine Doesn't Work. Followed us on Twitch.
Okay.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome in to Not a Real Leftist, otherwise known as Alina.
They probably got here by mistake. That's okay.
Yeah. Whether you're here by on purpose or accident, you're welcome either way.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to your lives.
I hope so. I mean, everybody keeps saying they are looking forward to it and they're gonna come around. I hope y'all don't make a liar out of me.
Mm.
Like I told people that everybody is gonna
Hold on a second.
support me. What'd you say? She said, "Hold on a second. I can't see it. I can't see her."
That's cool. Sorry, my husband was leaving to go fishing. Oh man, oof. Which means
You
y'all are.
really love
He
fishing, huh?
really does. He really does. But you know what? Whatever. Listen, he doesn't drink. Like, so he doesn't
Look,
go out.
if the
Like,
worst
it's
if the worst thing he do is go fishing, you got it good. I mean, the only thing that sucks about it is if he come home smelling like fishing.
nah. Cause I think that really is mostly when you do saltwater fishing. But since
Mm.
he's just fishing like in canals and stuff, it's pretty clean.
Does he bring fish home and cook
No,
it,
we
or
don't
does
eat.
he
We
just
don't. We don't eat canal fish. I wouldn't trust it. People use canals for illegal dumping.
mess around, end up with like with a toe growing on your forehead?
Yeah. Midnight. The hook was in his friend's hand, not his. It was his friend. Are you allowed to eat them if you want to? Yeah, you could. I don't see why not. Yeah, he throws them back.
I mean, if it's between eating canal fish and starving, then I absolutely eat canal fish.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have another option, then take the other option. But if it's between canal fish and starvation, canal fish sounds like a delicacy.
Mm-hmm. Rosie on TikTok says it's like swimming in the Hudson. You can, should you? Question mark.
Like you can swim in the Hudson. I wouldn't recommend swimming in the Hudson.
There was one.
I've heard though.
There was one time he
I've never been in
fell
the
in a canal trying to get his hook out of something, out of like a tree or whatever, and he fell in.
mm,
That was
hmm
smelly.
I know he came immediately home. Did he burn the clothes? Because I'd have burned the clothes.
I don't know what he did with the clothes. He might have just washed
Like I
them.
would have, I would threw them clothes in a fire pit.
I'm thankfully I don't think he like jumped. I don't think he fell somewhere where it was like super deep. So it's not like imagine like you fall like when you fall unexpectedly into a body of water, like that gets in your mouth, your nose, everything. Thankfully, I don't think it was that deep because like I don't think I could recover.
Mm. Did you ever show him his the video
Which video?
of his TV debut?
Oh, no, I did tell him that like we found it and he was excited, but then he probably, I probably fell asleep. He probably fell asleep. I don't know. We should watch that one day on
Yeah,
VC together, everyone.
we should.
Oh, what'd you do last night?
Oh,
You.
nothing.
I don't know. We just didn't see you around. We did we had a VC and then we ended up Parker's started reading to us and then slowly we all fell
Oh,
asleep.
yeah, no, I fell asleep last night. Like that's when I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I went to bed. Um, I wasn't even perusing the TikTok streets. Uh, even though I'm gonna message you something.
Okay.
Okay. But Parker's was read. What was she reading?
Well, it started off okay. It started off because I had to brush my teeth, so like I had to go on mute, and I was like, Parker's, you got to fill the silence, because most of the people in the VC like were only able to type. So Parker's just started
Mm,
reciting like poems she knew from heart, like The Raven.
okay.
And then after that, we wanted more. So then she started reading poems that she liked, and then short stories, and it was nice because it was funny because like the poems and stuff she was reading were just like really dark, but like in Parker's voice, it was so chill and putting us all to sleep because none of us were really paying attention to the words that were put together. It was just the
You
vibe.
just listen to her the timbre of her voice,
Hmm.
which is I could listen to Parker's talk all day.
Yeah, Dre, I think you missed the the read along, but yeah, it was definitely a good time.
I find it so funny because Parker's voice is so soothing, and she finds my voice soothing, and I find it so weird
Why?
because I don't find my voice to be all that soothing.
I think most people
I
don't like
find
their
it
own voice.
like I hate my voice. I
Me
feel like
too.
my voice is deep. Um, yeah, I don't care for it
Yeah, I
at
don't.
all.
I don't like my voice at all.
But
Hmm.
I'm lying. I didn't go to sleep last night. What the fuck was I doing last night?
I don't know if you all know this, but Ren has an entirely separate group of TikTok friends that she hangs out with that she doesn't tell us about. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say no, no, I don't. I'm trying to think. What the fuck was I doing? What was I doing? Because I wasn't on TikTok.
Maybe you're watching a show?
Oh, shit. I was reading. I was reading a book and listening to music.
Oh.
I was listening to music. Um, I was in my alternative rock bag last night.
All right.
So I was listening like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy, Old Maroon 5, and
Did you happen to catch Albina doing uh, Fallout Boy and Panic at the Disco poetry?
yes,
Okay,
I
good.
I heard the I Write Sins, Not Tragedies
Good.
um, thing. So and then I was listening to The Fray. I would really love to
Ooh,
hear
Albina doing the fray.
Albina doing You Found Me.
Oh, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be great. And then
We're gonna have to
I
start
was about
a
to go.
channel for recommendations, requests. Albina requests.
Yeah. Then I was about to get. I think I fell asleep right before I got into before I transitioned into Sarah Bareilles. That's where I was
Oh,
going, and then I fell asleep.
we were going in.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs by her is "King of Anything."
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one.
It is. And then some Adele was sprinkled in there.
Oof.
I play this music game with my Spotify. It's called like 6 Degrees of Separation. And what I mean by that is I'll basically start with one artist in one genre. And then I'll start with an artist in another genre. And I will use the related artist section on Spotify and see if I can connect this one artist to this other artist.
Hmm.
And I usually can. I usually can.
That's kind of cool.
So like, yeah, so I chose Esperanza Spalding, who was like jazz, uh, and then choose like uh, Tupac, right? Now Tupac is rap, Esperanza Spalding is jazz. So how would you connect those? Well, it's not actually as hard as you would think,
Mm-hmm.
because you have Esperanza Spalding, who had a song with John Legend, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Legend um, has had songs with what, Kanye? Yeah, well, Kanye produced,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I don't really listen to John Legend, so I'm gonna trust you. I'm following your path.
Or even John Legend, he had those, or with Common, had that album with Common on the Selma soundtrack or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, you go to Kanye, you go to like Jay Z, you can go to who else? Jay Z has a whole bunch of songs. Let me see. Let me make this connection. So you got Jay Z, Kanye, you got Jay Z, and who else has Kanye done? He produced for Keisha Cole, and shit, Kanye's produced for Janet Jackson. Now that I
He's
think about
produced
it,
for a lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah. But basically, then you go there, and I want to say he's produced. I want to say Kanye's produced for Snoop Dogg, but I don't remember. But either way it go, it's not that's not a hard leap, because once you get over into the rap section, then Kanye has produced for so many people. So then you could take Kanye, not Ye, Kanye, before he went cuckoo bananas. Um, so once you get down there, though, you get to Tupac. If you can get to Tupac, you can get to Snoop Dogg easily.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually all the music industry is big and small at the same time.
Yeah. That's how I feel about
Like
my
you,
city.
huh?
That's how I feel about my city.
Mm-hmm. Why? So you didn't grow up in Miami, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I remember you saying something about Boston, though.
My stepdad is from Massachusetts, so
Ah,
they've been
okay,
together for a
okay.
while. So I go there every year. Yes, Brittany, I had a
Okay, that
Red
makes
Bull. You missed it. It was the pink one.
You like the pink one, don't you?
I do. I do. I fear I like it more now. And they're gonna.
You like it more than the regular?
They're gonna take it from me too.
You better go buy you a few cases of it and put it in the refrigerator. I mean, put it in the closet somewhere.
I'm not ready.
Yeah,
They
but
did
you better
this
go
with
to
the
Costco
pomegranate
or
one.
something.
I don't even know if they have it at Costco.
No, no. I don't know. Let's see.
Exactly, Jess. They always take it away. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Mao shirt. I got my Albina mug. Yeah, I don't understand how they made the blueberry one permanent and not the pomegranate or this pink one.
Yeah.
Like that's capitalism, y'all. Like when they say, "Oh, it breeds innovation." We don't need like these crappy seasonal flavors that they've been coming up with. Just give us the pomegranate and keep the pink one. That's all.
You said pink, the pink one?
Yeah, it's I think it's called like mixed berry or some kind of berry. It's the pink edition, it says.
Mixed berry Red Bull.
Ooh, Rosie. Rosie says, and now I want a coconut Red Bull, but I can't lose my parking spot. It's Sunday. I feel that I when those parking spots are limited, man, let me tell you.
Sam's Club has them.
Ooh, Drea says called Wildberry. Sam's Club has them. I don't even know where
Yeah.
do I acquire from Sam's Club? Do I just have to go there, or do they have online
I
ordering?
think
Or?
you, I don't know. I think you have to have a membership though.
No. I'm so tired of memberships, y'all.
Me too.
Speaking of memberships, consider subscribing and become a goon. We lost 10 goons just sitting here. We started with
You can
431.
order them on Amazon.
I can order goons on Amazon?
No, Red
I'm
Bull,
just kidding.
not goons.
I'm just kidding. Uh, I do know that because I did order a case. I did order a case. It's not here yet, but it will be. But let me know if
Oh,
I
the
can
new
order goons on
season.
there too.
I will look.
Okay.
The new season of The Last of Us premieres tonight for anyone that gives a damn.
I don't even know what that is. When I tell y'all,
Anybody?
I keep rewatching the same show series over and over, and the only thing that I'll dabble in new is reality TV because you can like put it on the background. That's me. Aw, JJ. JJ says, Alina would be my very last subscription that I would cancel. You're so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of mean almost, right? That like y'all are so sweet to me and I do this to you. I albina you every chance I get. It's out of love. Ashley,
I
do I
bet.
watched 90 Day Fiance? Uh, not really. I went through a phase like a couple years ago where someone was like, "You gotta watch 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. It's a train wreck, all of that stuff." So I said, you know what, fine, I'll watch it just so that we can like chit chat about it. I got so into it. I love Before the 90 Days. That's amazing. And then I wanted to follow like those couples. So like I ended up watching like their episodes of like after the 90 days, I think, or 90 days, I don't know. But the 90 Day Fiancé series is one of those series that is just, it's like so overwhelming because there's so many different spin-off versions that you could be watching 90 Day Fiancé probably like 8 hours a day all year long. And that's just too much to come up with. I go through phases. But maybe I should get back into it. What I will say is like the before 90 days, what it made me realize so much, and this is why I talk about like when we get those passport bros, this is why I talk about how like you essentially like bought you bought a person, because the whole like fiance visa, it's essentially like a form of trafficking, really, because basically they're committing to come over to this country. They're not allowed to work for I think it's 6 months or more. So they're entirely financially dependent on this person, regardless of the situation. They're also emotionally, physically, everything dependent on this person who sometimes doesn't even know your language. It's it's pretty wild.
It is wild.
Exactly, Ashley. And then most men treat them like shit, and it's because they can. Why do you think like no one could tolerate them in this country, y'all? I'm gonna see. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna accept a guest on TikTok, and I'm gonna see if I could.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Never mind. They're begging in the chat. I don't like that. Mm-mm. That's a red flag. I was gonna let them up just to like, so we can test out different little things. That's how I feel, Rutabaga. Rutabaga says, I don't have attention span for scripted shows anymore.
I do, but I binge watch them. Like I don't um like I haven't watched any of this season, the last few episodes of last season and any of this season of 911. But once the season finale hits, I'll just spend like one whole day and watch it from beginning to end. That's pretty much how I watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a binge watcher.
Holy crap. How did we lose 7 more subs just sitting here? 8 more subs just sitting here. That's bananas.
Because of the time of day it goes.
I know.
Whatchamacallit? Mm-hmm.
Still hurts my feelings every time.
Yeah, I
Um,
think instead of always wearing bonnets on my live. So I look again because I be telling stuff. Um, I have hair loss, like alopecia,
mm-hmm.
and so that's why I always have on a bonnet. Yeah, because um, I haven't gotten as comfortable with the hair loss as I probably should be. But I think I'm gonna do something different. Cause why the fuck not? Because at first I was like, oh, I don't want anybody to know. And then I realized how many women are suffering from the same thing
Mm-hmm.
and they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And if anybody is judging me in the comments, I can't see them anyway.
Aw, thank you, Rosie, for subscribing. Appreciate you. You're a goon again. Make America goon again. That was so mid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not letting this person up. Mm-mm. Username American
Trust your
Freedom.
instinct.
No. I was begging in the chat to come up. No, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because that normally when they beg in the chat, that mean they finna come up here and do something ridiculous.
Thank you so much, Rosie. I see you. Make sure if you have Discord, make sure you attach your Discord and enter our Discord and put your ticket in and all that.
Mm-hmm. Man, y'all. You know you're gonna have to start over on your phone, right?
I'll probably
If
call
you
it a
want
day,
to.
honestly. Once we're
Okay.
done here.
Don't blame me. You got to get yourself back together because you gotta sign in tomorrow for work.
I know. I mean, technically, I signed in today, and I was working on stuff. We have a big project.
Yeah. Mm. Well, I'm gonna have to go and place this order for this microphone because if I'm gonna try to do this tomorrow,
You're
I'm
good.
gonna
Go
need a
for it. You know I
microphone.
can fill the silence.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Ren. So I will mute that. So that should be. That works. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure that it stays muted. Hi, Josiah. How are you? We were doing the Discord thing again. Ren came through and was our guinea pig. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Ravi and Josiah, for the heart me's. Jeepster for the heart me, Lakin for the roses. But I still have to figure out. It's got to be something with TikTok Studio sending the sound back multiple times. I just don't know how to fix that. It's all gravy. All right, so this is me filling the silence. So I did hear that something happened to Governor Josh Shapiro. All right, the latest update. Oh, God, Washington Post. Nick, why are you always gonna make us pay for stuff? So someone set an overnight fire to Governor Josh Shapiro's house. His family woke up on Sunday to banging on the door from state police. And they were like asleep to it. That's crazy. Looks like everyone's okay though. That is kind of wild. Yeah, an overnight fire, arson. I'm fascinated because, like, I don't know, from the pictures that we're seeing here, it appears like I'm gonna wait for this ad to finish. It looks like there's like a gate and stuff, and I imagine there's security, so I just don't even know how someone was able to get that close. You know? Yeah. The left is a crazy one. Aw. Thank you so much, Ravi. W. Ravi for sending 5 subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Our subs dropped quite a bit. So if you did get a sub from Ravi, make sure you give a huge thank you. RAVI. To our number one Ravi. Oh. Okay. Also, W. Ravi sent 30 to kick us off. Our first donation towards the daily goal. Ravi asked, "What is the join the convo about?" So Ravi, we're doing something kind of cool. You know how like other streamers have the call-in number, so we actually have the website. So if you go to the if the opposition goes to the website, they'll get directed to our calling it the Thunderdome, and brought into the conversation. So I'm able to talk to guests from Twitch and YouTube and all of that through just through that particular Discord. So that's kind of cool. Ren was on a little earlier. This is only our second time trying it. But yeah, we can still obviously have guests on TikTok, and then if we have guests on Discord, they can hear each other. So that's kind of cool. Thank you for asking that question and giving me the opportunity to explain it a little bit. Let me update the goal. Now we're down to 170. I don't know if I'll be able to stay on long enough, y'all, to get to the goal. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long 2 weeks, truly. And if we don't really have ops, I can fill silence, but there's only so much silence I can fill. Unless we go for a second Red Bull, but I don't know. That's dangerous. Oh, we changed the background. Didn't notice. Just a little bit. Just a little tweak. A little slight little tweak. So yes, Governor Josh Shapiro and his family looks like they're gonna be okay. It's kind of interesting that he was the person targeted because he's pretty like very, very in the middle. So I don't know. He's not really extreme on either end. So I don't understand like who would have beef with him. Ugh, sorry. I gotta stop the auto tracking thing because it drives me crazy. Come on, camera, register my dang hand. Why does it register my hand when I don't want it to? Um, wait, he did do that, Gavin? That's crazy. Thank you, Kime, for the heart me, Lee for the heart me. Make sure you guys, if you're sending your heart me, we totally love it. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining the team. Make sure you're hitting the yellow heart up top and claiming the points that go along with it. TikTok has made it an extra step just so that we forget to claim all of the points that we are earned. So make sure you guys are doing that every time you send a heart me. We love TikTok. TikTok is so great. TikTok Shop, TikTok Studio, TikTok, I don't know. Yes, TikTok Shop is the best. It's so great. We love it. Super efficient. My favorite. My favorite app. Rosie says, trying so hard to pretend I don't have to go to work tomorrow. If we pretend it, maybe we won't have to. But don't pretend it too hard because last Sunday I was washing my hair and I slipped in the shower and had to go to urgent care. So like don't will it too much into existence. That universe might give you a little oopsie. We definitely don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. We're doing typing SMR. All right. Hi, Kiara. Can we get a setup tour? Oh, I think that would be kind of hard to do. I promise I will clean my desk up, which actually I started doing a Sunday, like 2 Sundays ago, I think it was, or 3 Sundays ago. And then I got distracted and it never quite finished getting organized. But someday, someday it'll get organized. Mm-mm-mm. Have y'all been seeing a bunch of content about China? I actually haven't. Um, I haven't seen anything about China. I think people and maybe I don't know. People don't realize like how niche the algorithm really makes it. I don't see anything like that. I see a bunch of cat videos, a bunch of cat videos. No way, Elvira. That was a loud swallow. I'm sorry, y'all. I drink really loud. I don't know. Maybe I have like. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I know what it is. I haven't gotten my thyroid checked in a long time, but ever since senior year of high school, I've had like a quarter size nodule on my thyroid. Um, that fluctuates in size. I mean, it's never been cancerous, but just there. So maybe that's why I swallow loudly. I don't know. I don't have any other way of swallowing. Which mascara? China was asked if they lost the U.S. market. The EDP said, "We do not care." Yeah, probably. I'm so hungry, y'all. I realized I didn't have lunch. Add another 15. What should you have for dinner? What are the options? Ooh, we got a conspiracy theorist in the Twitch chat. That's bananas. Hi, Amy. Thank you for being on your third month of subscription in Twitch. And hi, Middle Earth Runner. How are you? I'm not even gonna read what this conspiracy theorist said on Twitch because, like, I am not trying to get the live taken down. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Ohad, if you want to join, you have to do the link, join the combo.live, and you can join through there. Because I don't feel like dealing with your Israeli accent with an echo. Am I religious, Gavin? No. Mm-mm. Y'all, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about this. A little. I don't even want to touch it with a Q-tip. It's so irritated. Mm-hmm. All liberals do has. Um, oh, I'm not. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel about people that ask that. Mm-mm. But let's see if Ohad put a ticket in. Mm-mm. Nope. He left pretty fast. Mm-mm. No, that's not how that works, bud. We don't do chirping in the comments. You join the link. Join that way. Mm-hmm. Michelle. You know what's you know what's funny, Michelle, is that you could essentially like truly op with the Discord, unless people know what your voice sounds like. I shouldn't have given you any ideas. No, I wouldn't find it I wouldn't be mean to you. Mm-hmm. I think we might just wait, maybe we will before we call it, we'll do a Emilio feeding. We'll do an Emilio feeding and then we'll wrap it up. As it doesn't really seem like we're gonna get any legitimate ops. And Sundays are usually very, very slow. All right. So Emilio has started doing poo-poos on his own. He's not very efficient. Somehow he gets it on his forehead. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. Yeah, he's little, but it's crazy to think how much smaller he was. Like, this is a big boy. compared to how small he was. I feel like I've had him for like a month. I will say, y'all, if you ever do foster, even if it seems like they're going on their own, you should still be stimulating them because they usually don't get everything out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's the yelling for me. Like, I'm literally helping you, bud. It's a lot of drama. Mm-hmm. Let's clean your little face. Where else did you get it? His little feet. Mm-hmm. He's so big compared to how little he was. Do all the cats go wild when they hear a kitten? Honestly, they don't. And it's probably just because they're so used to it. Again, just like yesterday. You see the floof? The tail floof. This is a 10 out of 10. Toes spread. Beans spread. Arch of the back. Crucial. Mm-hmm. Probably too big for a bottle. Probably too big for a bottle. We're gonna start weaning off the bottle. But honestly, it's probably gonna take them a minute. Because usually these like single kittens, since they don't have anyone to like mimic, his grip, I would say 8 out of 10 today. He's got the upper body strength, but he's not gripping. Oh, is he gripping? Yep, look at him. Look at that stance, the one-legged stance. Up, and he climbed up like a little koala. I'm gonna have to revise my scoring. Say a 9.5. 9.5. He's so cute. Silver for the bar. We gotta start doing that. We gotta start giving out scoring. He's really big, y'all. Like it is funny that he thought that he's still drinking the bottle, but like, I'm so like, The weaning process is like the second most like dangerous time for them. You know, obviously when they're tiny, tiny, tiny without their moms, that's like when they're most likely to not make it. Second time is during weaning. Because like obviously they're adjusting like to the transition from like milk to meats, which is why we put some wet food in the formula and try to slowly transition them so they get accustomed to it. But then also making sure that they're getting like adequate like calories and all of that. The only eating sounds I'm sure you guys can tolerate, huh? Do a belly check in a second. Oof. Gotta rank the belly. Do we got a burp for the audience? No? I know you were taking in air. No? Okay. Look at that. I think gold for the belly. But he's gonna want to finish this bottle off. Let's check out. Let's check out the little teeth. Do we have teeth? I know he has teeth, but I want him to show you his teeth. He's got teeth. He's definitely ready for weaning, but and the dazed look on his face that says, "Oof, oof, I'm so full. I'm so full. Yes, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm so dang full. Oof." Dang, you really got that. That poop is really dried up in there on his forehead. I can see it at different angles. It's like attached to his skull. I know. Oh, my cats hate being cleaned. I'm literally trying to take poop off your forehead. It's so stuck to his actual skin. Come on, bud. Oh, you heard that? There's the burp finally. Okay, let's put him in the kitty toaster. I love him. He's so cute. A little razzle dazzle, yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, he's definitely ready for a nap. I was gonna say something but forgot. Let me do one last check of the emails. Make sure I didn't miss anything on there. Very good. Oh, I remember. DG, don't forget to send me your address. Also, don't forget anyone that is still interested in an Albina mug, double-sided, small run of these. Kiara secured one, so we have 17 left. Oh, you sent me a message in Discord? Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, there's 17 left. And I don't know that we'll have enough people interested to do another round of orders of those, so that'll be it. Albina will be, I mean, she'll always live in our heart, or he'll always live in our hearts and minds. Oh, shoot, my bad. I didn't realize that whoopsies. Not TikTok related, but Twitch. I forgot that I gotta move this above that. Right. You put in the merch. Oh, okay. You didn't have to put it there. You didn't have to put you put your address there? You don't do that. If you did, go delete it right now. You don't want thinking you like Albina. Everybody loves Albina. By the way, the next time Albina comes around, we're going to do the fray. I think that would be really good. Okay, I'm just making sure you didn't put your address there. I'm just making sure. Because that would have been not a good idea, y'all. But yeah, so I think we're going to wrap it up. We're not really getting anyone that's brave enough to join as opposition, and I think I've filled enough silence that I possibly can. We also have only had Robbie today send towards the gift goal, so I think it's been 2 hours. I think it's a good amount of time to like have the algorithm remember us. So I want to thank everybody for being here and hanging out. Of course, we'll be in the Discord. Maybe we'll be able to convince Parkers to read us some books later. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure what time exactly we'll start, but it'll be sometime after 3. And then we'll go to like our usual time. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Yeah. See you later. Bye. All right, Twitchies and YouTubers, I love you guys. Thank you so much for participating on Twitch and YouTube. We are monetized on Twitch, so even just being a viewer helps us out. And on YouTube, we still need, I'll tell you how many watch hours we need. I haven't checked in a really long time. We have 2,855 and we need 3,000. So we are about 1,500, no, 150 hours away on YouTube. So every little bit counts. Thank you so much for helping out there. I will see you guys later. And when I say later, I mean tomorrow.